Hey YouTube, welcome back once again to Harley Day Rider. Your good old friend HDR out here on the lovely 2018 Road Glide Ultra, and got all the lights are running. And dude, buddy, folks, it's a chilly day. You know, you can't always go by your phone. Look at that chocolate brown in there, just oh man, just shining in that sunlight. And I haven't even waxed her yet. She needs wax pretty bad. I mean, seriously. Got those new LED brights, white lights there in the front now. Whew. She's looking pretty sharp. Okay, the windshield's a little dirty if you can see that on the camera. And the fairing needs... The whole bike needs washed before I put her away for the winter. We are motivating today. I just stopped here because, man, my hands were cold. I had these glove liners on, and I thought that would be enough. And being I don't have the heated grips, we talked about that, I think, on one of the videos. I'm going to get a set of heated grips for this bike because it would make it really nice on a day like today. Because it is right now, can you see it? It just turned 50 degrees. So, and I know a lot of you saying, HDR, 50 degrees, that's like a heat wave. Well, yeah, it is, I guess, to a lot of people. But, oh, there's another guy on a bike taking a little stroll. So anyway, there's another one. So anyway, I guess I have to go into Washington here to pick up some medication. So I told Mrs. HDR, that's a lot better with my hands. Oh no, look, oh, there's a dead deer right there. Oh my goodness. So I told Mrs. HDR, I said, you know what, hon? I said, I'm going to take the motorcycle to Washington, and well, she said, are you crazy? You're just getting over that total, really bad sickness you had. Coughing every night, hacking, keeping her awake. Did keep me awake, though, because I was using NyQuil. So, and I don't know if you've ever been on the NyQuil before, but I can tell you one thing. It does make you sleep. It might not let your spouse sleep because you know, you might be coughing, but you won't hear it. So I was like out sleeping. So... And but it did get me through many nights. I did take a whole prescription of antibiotics, and that cleared a lot up. The hardest thing with this sickness was over time was my throat. My throat was just so sore. I thought I had strep throat, and I didn't want to go back to the doctors because, you know, it's another $20 charge. And so I just waited, used some Chloraseptic stuff you spray in your mouth, like that stuff. My whole tongue and everything was numb. I was like, man, that's some good stuff. But it actually got to be it got to be like fun after a while. It's like, man, I think I'll make my tongue numb again. Spray some more in there. But it finally, I'm finally now able to start like actually swallowing without pain. And she goes, and now you're taking the motorcycle out, and it's like, well, when I left the house, like 45 degrees. I said, well, you know what, we're not going to get too many more dry road conditions for me to ride the motorcycle this season. So I thought, why not? Let's get the bike and head out, you know. And I mean, it's not a far trip to Washington. It's about maybe, well, I think there's a sign up here, but I think it's 18 miles actually from my house to get to Washington. So about another mile or two to get to the pharmacy. So it's not that bad of a jaunt. I told her, I said, hon, I'm not going to be out too long. I just want to take a little rip and get the bike out. You got to ride when you can. Now, I can tell you honestly, and I know, don't tear me up in the comments here, but I do have all my freeze-out gear on. I got the pants on. I got the freeze-out shirt on. If you've never seen this gear, If you go to HarleyDayrider.com and scroll back through my postings, I think she bought it for me like 2 years ago from Cycle Gears, who sells freeze-out gear. And it's just like, it's like really basically really nice, kind of a nylon long underwear basically type of a deal, but they are really comfortable. It definitely cuts all the wind from getting to your skin, so that's what matters. And I actually have the hood on today too, so if I sound a little muffled, that's because I got the freeze-out hood on. And I need that because I just, like I said, I've been so sick here recently that I don't want to get too much of that cold air into my face and on my neck. So oops, this is probably not going to be good here. I don't know if you can see that or not on this camera. Can you see that blinker? Can you see how fast it's blinking with those new LEDs in there? I don't know if that's normal or not. I hope it's normal. I mean, they seem to be working fine. The flashes are not flashing that fast at all. I checked them. They're both flashing normal speed. But it's just a blinker in the front. Does anybody know, do I have to synchronize them? I did see a couple of videos where you turn the power switch on the bike, you turn your four-ways on, you turn it off, you let them run for 4 minutes, you turn the blinkers off and turn your power back on, and something that synchronizes it. Do I have to do that maybe? Let me know, because you guys are a lot better mechanics out there than what I am, that's for sure. There's another bike sitting over there. I don't know whose that is. I don't know. Nobody I know. Alright. So we're motivating down 18 here. Route 18 heading to Washington, PA from Burgestown. I know quite a few of you guys comment and say you like to map out my rides. So I did stop with the leather gloves on over top of my inserts. But I honestly think the heated grips are going to be the way to go just for this time of riding, you know. And I try to figure out, whenever I'm going to do an upgrade to the bike, I try to figure out the total bang for my buck. You know, your heated grips I'm looking at are about $280. There's a $35 harness naturally you have to buy to hook them up. And then the dealer I go to get my work done told me it's going to be $125 to put those on. So we're looking at what? Let's say $450 to get heated grips on the bike. But you know, right now I would be loving them. I would be really enjoying heated grips. I've never had them before. I've ridden a lot this time of year, you know, when it's colder, and early spring's going to be real nice. So I had to get the bike in for that and get those installed on here. The other thing, you know, it's funny because, I mean, never having a newer motorcycle, I mean, I was never really accessible to the recalls. You know, this bike, the 2017 and the 18 touring models all have a recall now for that clutch issue. And I watched one guy's, he's a famous YouTuber for better lack. He works at Chattanooga Harley Davidson. He's a highly skilled unprofessional, and he did a video on it, and I commented back, but he doesn't always comment back on all of his videos. And I'm sure it's because he gets overwhelmed. He gets way too many comments. But my question is actually, and I'm kind of scared to ride a motorcycle. Not scared, but I mean, I'm worried that, will the clutch just go out on me when I'm riding it? I mean, you know, should I have it parked and try and get the part on, which is probably going to be in the spring. I don't usually have days off through the week, so I can run it down to the dealer and get it fixed. So, I don't know what to do. I mean, but, you know, obviously I'm riding right now. Today is actually November 4th, and as you can see, it's about it's almost 12 o'clock. I didn't set my clock back, You know, because we live by that silly daylight savings time, the Eastern Standard Time ridiculous thing that somebody invented some 100 million years ago, you know, to give the farmers an extra hour of daylight, or I don't know how that works, but anyway. So we just set our clocks back last night, and now I got to readjust the clock on the motorcycle here, so I'm sure that's not hard. But you know, then you got to reset your clock in your car. You got to reset your clock everywhere. So, do you guys have daylight savings, or yeah, I guess daylight savings time? Do you move your clocks ahead or back? I know some countries do not. Some states don't observe it. I wish the federal government would step in and just say, look, let's leave all the times the way they are and not mess with them anymore. But they have not done that yet. One of the President Bushes, I don't know if it was young Bush or old Bush, I think it was young Bush, said at one time he was going to eliminate it, but he never did. So I don't know if that has to be a presidential thing or a Congress thing, or obviously it could be a state thing, I guess. Alright folks, I'm not going to baffle you with any more BS on this little ride here, but it is really nice to get out on the bike. It's nice to be able to ride. If you listen to my pal Mike Killy 7, he'll tell you this is his riding weather. Anything below 40, he says he's a happy-go-lucky man. He loves it. Me, not so much. I love to get out and ride. You guys know that. I love riding this machine anytime I get an opportunity to do so. And just have a great time riding the bike. But riding to work in the morning in 30-degree weather is just not going to cut it for me, that's for sure. Unless I buy like heated gear, heated grips, heated seat. Oh, wait. Wait, maybe put a roof on this thing. Oh, that would be my cage. No sense doing all that, right? But yeah, heated grips are definitely going to be a part of my upgrade package for this motorcycle. That is definitely for sure. Alright everybody, well thanks for listening to my my baffling there, and I guess that's the real question of the day, is what I did ask you. What was it I asked you? See how I just lose track of everything here? Oh Lord. Anyway. But yeah, so go back. Yeah. Oh, the question was, I guess, about the blinkers. Should they be blinking that fast, or have to reset those? And also about the clutch issue on the 17s and 18s. I mean, Jim, my one buddy, has been riding his he has an 18. Yeah, he bought an 18 this year, and he's got like almost 15,000 miles on it. And he's still riding hard. So, and I see Moose is riding his hard. He's probably got 20,000 miles on his. He's not really worried about the clutch. So, alright, give me those answers in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I hope you did. A little chit chat with you today out here on a... Let's see who lives now. Now my thumb is like gonna fall. Oh, it made it to 53. What am I complaining about? Have a great day, everybody. Have a great week, a great month. I mean, if I don't talk to you, hopefully I will. We got some ideas and some plans there to get together with some folks. So, ride your own ride. Be safe out there. I will talk to you all on the next video. Harley Dayride will be down and out in the lovely, chilly, beautiful day to ride, southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now.